Hi guys, it's Amy from MastroStretch, Master Ki-Hara Resistance Stretch Specialist and Mobility Expert. And we are going to do 5 exercises to make your lower back healthier. You're going to need a foam roller and a massage ball. If you like my channel, please subscribe to it by clicking right here. All right, so let's get to a healthier lower back. We're going to start with our massage ball. So you can use tennis ball, but I like the yoga tune-up, and this is a yoga tune-up brand. This is the Plus ball, and it's well worn and no logo on anymore, and it has a little bit of give. So we're going to do a massage in our glutes first. So go ahead and lie down on the floor. We're going to do one side at a time, and you're going to place the ball in the glute muscle and the butt cheek, okay? Then keep your leg bent and drop that leg out to the side, and we're going to massage it side to side. So in my experience, excuse me, working with people that have lower back pain, it's usually coming from 3 spots. It's typically tight quads or hip flexors, psoas, tight glutes, or tight QL, which is the muscles along here, which we'll massage here in a minute. So it's usually coming from those 3 areas. So that's what I'm going to target today for a healthier lower back. So massaging the butt cheek out. You're going to feel some tenderness in here. Find a tender spot and then move your leg around. And this is the step 1 of my method, MastroStretch method, called Release, where we release tension. And you can get a free starter stretch program by clicking the link that just popped up. You're going to get 3 15-minute stretch routines for your neck, your lower back, and your hips to get you started on living without pain. All right, so massaging that out. Then go ahead and lift your hips up and switch sides. Feel free to stay longer here if you find like the glutes, there's a lot of tension in the glutes, or you feel those trigger points. Spend a little more time on the glutes. Those muscles don't like to relax, so you might have to spend a little more time massaging those glutes. All right, so massaging the other butt cheek. Drop the knee down. All right, find a nice tender spot and then move your leg around. Good. Okay, so slowly come off that, and then you're going to grab your roller. So I'm using a soft roller here. If you do not like foam rolling, you want to get a soft roller. There are different types of roller. There are soft rollers, medium density, and hard. Probably most people have tried the hard rollers, and then they're like, I don't like it. It hurts too much. That's because it's a hard roller. This is a soft roller. It actually bends. And the link to the equipment is in the description of this video. You can also get a medium density, so it's not so hard and it's not so soft. So if you're going to get one, get a medium density one. If you have a hard foam roller, roll it up in yoga mat, and it's going to be a lot nicer to you, especially this one. So we're going to do our quads. We're going to start right above the knees. Come onto your elbows or your hands. We'll take more weight off of your roller if you do have a hard roller, or if it's too intense. If you cannot relax while you're rolling, you're defeating the purpose, because we're trying to release tension in the body. So starting right above the knees, you're going to roll about halfway up the thighs and then go back to your start position. So we're just going to go up and down, try to stay relaxed, try to breathe. It might be a little intense, but you don't want to go past that point of too much intensity where your body is tensing up. So we're going up and down, the bottom half of the leg, and then pause and scissor or jump and jack your legs. And then pause again and kick towards your butt. And then go ahead and walk the roller up your thigh. So we're going to start from the middle of the thigh and go to the top of the thigh. So now we're rolling up and down the upper part of the leg, which is usually a little less intense than the lower part. So tension from the quads typically can cause the hip flexors to be tight, and then it pulls on your lower back. If you're standing a lot all day or sitting a lot all day, pretty much everybody needs to do this because we do have tight quads, hip flexors. All right, pause and jump and jack the legs. And this soft roller is just really nice. It's not mean like the hard rollers. All right, come back to center and kick towards your butt. Good. Okay, go ahead and release that. Now we're going to get hit in the QL. So the QL is that hip lift muscle. So we're going to target along the spine here. So you're going to feel like the hard muscle, and then it dips down. So we're going to get in that dip with the roller. And this is often one that is caused by sticking your hip out when you stand or crossing your leg when you sit, leaning to one side. If you're, leaning and mousing, though this hip flex, this QL tends to get tighter on one side than the other side. So this is the one-sided kind of lower back stuff. So go ahead and place the roller in the lower back area along the spine. Bring your elbow to the floor. You're not on our side. You're leaning back into that muscle. And then we're going to lift the hip and roll up and down. I have a long waist, so I can roll a little bit more than other people can. So if you have a shorter waist, you might not move too much if it's the space between the hips and the ribs. So if you have a short waist, you might just move an inch or two. But stay leaning back into that muscle in the lower back. All right, then you're going to pause, bring your hand behind your head, and rotate forward and back. So now we're rocking in a different direction. Good. Okay, then we're going to switch sides. So I'm actually going to stay, I'm going to face away from you so you can see that from the back. So again, elbow on the floor, you're leaning back into this muscle here. My right side is tighter than my left side. I'm going to roll up and down. So I'm going to massage along that QL muscle. All right, and then bring your hand behind your head and rock forward and back, forward and back. And this is where you might really feel it working, massaging. Good. Okay. Then release that. Now we're going to go into 2 Ki-Hara resistance stretches. This is step 3 of my method. So we release, we condition, and we strengthen. And so we strengthen as we stretch here using Ki-Hara resistance stretching. We're going to activate the muscle 3 times, contract it, make sure the muscle is turning on, then stretch it under tension or resistance. So that's actually where we start to build muscle. So you're going to come into a kneeling position here with one leg forward and one leg back. Okay, so we're stretching the hip flexors. You're going to start in a stretch position. So go ahead, lean forward. If you need to hold on to something for balance, feel free to do that. All right, so we're going to use the back leg to activate the muscle. So you're going to push down and then contract back. And you can contract through here as well. So create some tension. We're going to start in a stretch position. Contract as we move back. So you feel this tighten up. One more time. Contract as you move the hips back. Now, keep pushing down. Keep creating that tension. You're playing tug of war with yourself as you move back into the stretch. And now we want to open the hip to stretch that hip flexor. And then as we come out of it strong, contract again, and then keep the contraction as you move back into that hip flexor stretch. So we're playing this tug of war. We're winning, and we're still winning as we go forward into the stretch. Good. Okay, switch sides. So activating first, then stretching it under resistance. So we start in a stretch position. We're going to push down with the lower leg. We're going to squeeze in and then relax. Squeeze in as we relax. So shortening the front of the hip. Now keep the resistance, push down through the lower leg, and then open the front of the hip for the stretch. Come out of the stretch and then go back into the stretch. So we have resistance as we stretch. And we're building strength as we stretch using the eccentric strength training. Lengthening the muscle under tension. Good. All right, just stay in that position. Make sure you have enough cushion under your knees. Now we're going to go into the opposite muscle, the hamstrings, because if your hamstrings are tight, the hip flexors aren't going to be able to lengthen like they should. So go ahead and walk your foot in front of your knee. We're going to push down with the foot. Again, if you need something to hold on to it. And then we're going to contract the hamstring by pulling our body forward. Relax. Repeat. Push down with the foot. You should feel the muscle contract right through here, the middle of the back of the leg. Relax. One more time. Keep pushing down with the foot. And then start to maybe walk your foot a little bit forward. Straighten the leg out, keeping tension, feeling a hamstring stretch. And then pulling out of that stretch nice and strong. And repeating that 2 more times. And then 1 more time, pull out of it. Last one. Great. Okay, switching sides. All right, here we go. Walk the foot slightly in front of the knee, contract, and pull forward. So we're doing the hip flexor stretch because the hip flexors directly connect to the lower back. So this will create a healthier lower back. Okay, contracting through the middle of the hamstring, the back of the leg. You're going to feel that by pushing down into the floor. Now keep pushing down into the floor as you start to straighten the leg. If you need to walk the foot forward a little bit, feel free to do that. Oh, tight. And then contract out of it and repeat that 2 more times. Last one here. If you have difficulty being on the floor this long for the knees, you can do this standing and just prop your foot up on a stool and do this. Great. All right, that is our 5 moves for healthier lower back. Hopefully that helped your lower back and it's feeling really good now and stronger. Check out my next video, the core exercises to help prevent back pain. Core is also a big component of preventing back pain, so check that video out. At the end, you'll see that link or the link that just popped up. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so and check out that free stretch program. And until next week, guys, bye for now.